Okay, and oh my God, welcome back to Stealing with Survival. We'll be doing a recap in a moment, but well, I'm so excited for this show, Bob. I don't know who Bob is. Maybe that's the name of the big guy who there. Anyhow, welcome to Stealing for Survival. This is, just so everybody knows, an adult show with adult language, adult topics, adult humor, and an adult penis pressed up against somebody's face when they least expect it. That's our disclaimer there. Everybody in chat. Oh, by the way, for the podcast, folks, we have a live, not so studio audience in our chat here at twitch.tv/Travis Tavern Talk, where we record Stealing for Survival. And for chat, we love your commentary. We love you to go in there and press those commands that make all those cute, adorable animations that are D&D related appear on the screen, just to tell people how great or how horrible things really are going. So don't forget that. I know Chris knows a few of them, and we'll probably play them randomly now and then. Other than that, let us know what kind of games you're into, what you're enjoying, and whatnot. And last but not least, don't forget you can email us. If you don't catch the show live and you have some thoughts about it or want to talk about something, stealingforsurvival@gmail.com. That is STEELING for survival, stealingforsurvival@gmail.com. Okay, let's get us to some intros.
Pussy.
That is not what I meant to play right there. Thank you, Andrea, for doing the pussy call. Much appreciated there. There's also the other commands for different pussy noises. Okay, I'm Travis Sivart, author of the incredible trilogy Portals that is doing so amazingly well as my epic fantasy. Both of these are set in this world, but the epic fantasy is the Downfall series, with the first book Harbinger out, hoping to get the next one out sometime middle of next year. But let's do some intros. We're going to take it backwards around the clock this time, starting with Andrea Lachat. Tell us something incredible about you, your character, or at least your name.
Well, you already said my name, and I play Lolly, and we're probably gonna die. I'm a rogue Karen bard, thespian wannabe, and I say dirty limericks to give other people advantage.
Oh, well done, well done. Aaron.
I am Aaron Kennedy. I am the author of Persona Non Grata and the upcoming Icarus Black series, which is basically Harry Potter in space. And the quote that I'm currently using is, if you want to be a badass, you got to do badass things.
Well, speaking of people doing bad ass things.
Yes, we are doing horrible things. We're horrible people.
Jump over to John, who has, turned the fucking dial to 11.
Yes, he has.
I turn it down a little bit?
No. Turn it to 12, sir.
I'm John Millington. I'm playing Balder Sapati, a half-demon borrower of things. Maybe fate, who knows. I'm from Jersey's Cards and Comics and Conquest Publishing. Come visit us on the web.
Very good.
Just so you know that the word Jersey is Greek for cesspool.
Unrelated to your business,
Wow.
relating to the state. Just to be clear, he's got an incredible shop. Anyhow.
Oh, he does. He really does.
Feel I need to say that before we pass this over to Chris Hall here to bring us in
fun, by
with
the way.
his
All good
introduction
fun.
and then the recap of the last game.
Grand. I'm Chris. I will be playing Julian Cavington, the half-Aphine wizard.
For now, maybe not for long. We'll see.
Yeah, well, he's outside sitting in the mine, so...
Oh, we're playing Dark Sun rules.
If anything, he can run back to the tavern in about half an hour, because it'll take that long to get there and go, guys, we need some help. But
Marcus has got a resurrection stick.
But first, you need a drink.
last time on Stealing for Survival, while ignoring Julian's recommendations of not walking up the stairs, Baldareth did so anyway, activating
You're not my supervisor.
Well,
activating the undead spirit of the long past Coal Iron King, I'm guessing at this point, who then started to resurrect and bring back to corporeal form all of the dwarves and other.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You can't use the D word. That's our word.
I'm sorry.
It's Rocairn, sir.
All of the Rocairn. While this is happening, Uncle Murph picked up Julian and ran him out of through the temple city, wherever we are. We haven't figured that one out yet because somebody decided to step on the stairs back to the opening, while Lolly ignored everything, chasing after Archimedes the owl, paying no attention to the peril around her.
Hey, did you know that if you put salt on a bird's tail, you can catch it?
well done, Chris. Very neutrally done. You did that recap so well without laying any blame anywhere. Good job, buddy. So
I think I broke Chris's brain, by the way. With
here's
that,
what we're
the
going
salt
to
thing.
do. John, with Baldareth, when we left him, is strapped into a torture chair. There are going to be blades and hot pokers, all the usual fun party games. What I'd like here is what 3 different abilities do you think you need to roll to show me how well you do when being tortured?
Well, perception, so I know who's out there watching.
Just related to surviving torture.
Well, insight, so I can know why they're torturing me, what they're trying to get out of me, so I can give them what they want or not give them what they want.
Interesting
Depending on
choice.
what
And
it is.
another choice?
Performance, to help bullshit them with any of that. And sleight of hand if I need it to release myself from the shackles and
I'm gonna
leave.
tell you you need to take one of these and replace them with Constitution so your ass doesn't pass out.
Well,
Which one do you
there's
want?
no constitution thing.
It will be a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, well, that's not a skill per se.
No, I
but
didn't say
all right.
skill. I said rolls to
Okay,
survive
well.
torture. So
Don't worry, as long as his hands are.
Constitution then would be something that would keep me from passing out.
So, do we want to go with which one of the other 3? Perception, insight, or sleight of hand? Which 2 of those 3 do you want to keep in your bag of tricks while being tortured?
I will keep sleight of hand
Mm-hmm.
and performance.
Okay,
Hmm.
very good.
Now, Travis,
Yes.
as long as his hands are tied down, he'll never talk because he can't talk without the use of his hands.
No, this is Baldareth, not Lolly.
What? What are you talking about?
So, when we left you guys, Lolly and Murph and Chris's character in the form of his familiar, Archimedes the Owl, which is about the size of a grapefruit when he's cold, and the size of
He's so cute.
a mango when he's
about-
not.
A cantaloupe. The small cantaloupe.
Mini, unripe cantaloupe.
Yeah, a big mango.
Big mango?
Big mango.
You ever seen a mango? They're like the size of a grapefruit if it went on a diet. It's the same
So
height.
about yay big.
That's not true. You get tiny mangoes.
It's like the avocado, kind of.
I don't know. All the mangoes that I've seen
No,
are
an
just slightly
avocado is
larger.
like a mango that's gone on a diet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but bigger.
Yeah, mangoes are the same shape as an avocado, just slightly bigger. Okay. Anyhow, it's a fucking owl. We're not gonna be. It might be better if we just spend the next game arguing over mangoes versus avocado sizes. might be better.
Right.
Okay.
But not abogado sizes,
No.
because those are lawyers.
Thank you, Aaron. You're always helpful. So anyhow, Murph was leading the charge with Lolly running behind him like this because there's an owl. We're going to start
With their
out
salt shaker.
with a scene. We're going to start out with a scene. The scene is a torture chamber. It is a torture chamber that is, approximately, just to be technical and keep it easy, 25 by 20. There is a table, which, by the way, that is a huge fucking table on this map. Oh my god, I'm so glad I didn't make these 10-foot squares. Because then that would have been like a 20-foot wide table, and it's not. 2 Iron Maidens, a torture chair, 5 skeletons who seem subservient to these coal iron Rocairn. So basically, for anybody who's into D&D, Duergar. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at Duergar. But we're looking at an advanced Duergar society that had rose to power, died, didn't release their spirits, and was reanimated thanks to events. We'll just leave it at events. So, strapped to a chair.
Poorly taken.
No, Baldareth. Can we just call him Ballsy for short? I think that would be
Ballsy.
appropriate. Yeah.
Because that's more friggin' aggressive and diminutive.
Yeah, it's like that cartoon, Dragon Ballsy.
Dragon Ballsy.
Yeah, Dragon
With a D.
Ballsy.
Dragon Balls.
Anyhow, Ballsy here is strapped to a chair, and they have sliced into 3 of his 10 fingers, peeling back the skin and tacking it to the wood of the arm of the chair, leaving the nails so they could pull them loose one at a time, digging underneath it with a scalpel-like pointy instrument. But they've also generally applied scarification techniques using very thin pokers in a brazier. Now, this has only been minutes since he was brought in here. They're very good at what they do. And the screaming from Ballsy was just barely tempered by his first dice roll. Now, which one you rolling? You said you wanted 3. I gave you 3 rolls that you could choose. One of them had to be Constitution, so you could not pass out. Which one would you like to roll right now? Constitution, Sleight of Hand, or Performance?
I will start off with performance.
Performance. Give me that. And I'll start spouting, and you add shit in, okay?
All right. Because I can't really applaud them because they've nailed me to a chair.
Well,
so-
they strapped your arms down with 2 different leather straps, strapped across the chest, each thigh, and then your calves
think-
to legs of the chair. Go ahead.
18 plus
Oh, wow. Sounds good so far.
21.
So, okay, I'm going to work this in. You add stuff, because you're allowed to, because of the type of game we play here. So, as they did this, which, by the way, the brazier with the hot pokers was lit suddenly and flared to glowing coals in a matter of less than 30 seconds. Not something people can usually do. These guys are good at what they do. Once again, they're like Wolverine, but, not at all. They're about the height he was in the comic book, though, right? Yeah? Anybody? No?
5'3" in the comics.
A little short.
Yes.
A little shorter, yeah. Okay, so you kick in with the performance as these 2 go to work on you. The skeletons are doing nothing more than delivering torture tools to them as they grunt things in a language. Do you speak Rocairn?
No. And I hate to pause it right here, but somebody just came.
Do your thing.
I'll be
We're going to step away here from him and go back to the screams echoing off the walls as our other brave people who have run back into the dungeon or sent their poor innocent pet in, one or the other. Hard to say which person chose which path here. But
Lolly, I know that sound. That sounds like the scream of ultimate suffering. That sounds like the sounds that Roy made when I accidentally burnt up his collection of fine erotica.
Inconceivable!
But where does the sound coming from?
Let me get a beat on it.
Swamp of Despair? It's
Well, that's where we were when I accidentally burnt up the stuff. It was cold, and we had to find warmth.
my bad. The great thing is right now I'm actually playing sounds from Princess Bride because I've added like 7 or 8 of them.
Yeah.
So
Inconceivable.
I just played that one, and also this one here.
Dear God, what is that thing?
Oh, wow. I have no clue where it's coming from. I rolled with advantage. One of them was a 1, the other was a 2.
Very
Wow.
good. Here's what I'm going to tell you.
Just that way.
Murph, you've dealt with a lot of shit. You're what, in your 40s, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Your character.
Mid-30s, mid-30s.
Mid-30s. You've dealt with some shit. You faced demons. You faced this other thing that's changing your life, changing your world, re-identifying who you are. And,
I'm going through some changes. I'm maturing. My body's going through
there we
stuff.
go. And you're in a
You're
total
having
panic
hair
right
where
now.
you haven't had hair before.
Say again, Andrea?
So you're having hair where you haven't had hair before.
Actually, he's losing
Well, I'm
hair.
stopping to have... I'm no longer having hair where I had hair before.
That's right. It's on a scale of 1 to 10. You're panicking. You basically are standing at a crossroads where you know there are some of these coal irons behind you down the hall. There are animated fucking golem statue things in the hall in front of you. To the left, there's that throne room where the leader of these things have been reanimated and brought back to life. And now, you know you've only been gone for like less than a minute. They couldn't have taken them far. You didn't take that long to get here. Maybe 2 minutes. It's hard to say. Might have been 10 minutes. You might have been here for 10 minutes. Your mind is in a blur. So Lolly
But I'm disoriented.
steps
I don't understand it.
forward and takes charge, because that's going to be a beautiful thing to do right now. Lolly. No
Can
pressure.
I tell which
What's your plan?
way it's coming from?
Give me a perception roll.
Can Archimedes make one too?
Sure.
7. 7.
13.
I just know it's not coming from behind us.
That is true.
I was pretty sure it did.
That noise is not coming out of my rear.
So, yeah, Archimedes is unsure either because it's stone walls, sounds echoing. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Might not be able to determine where that sound is coming from, but Archimedes is smarter than both these two put together, apparently.
Because he can
Considering
smell.
the short amount of time, the biggest chance of where they went is down that hall to the south in the throne room. And also, Julian there happened to see fucking torture equipment, and now there are screams of torture. So
Right.
Archimedes is like, yep, I totally know where it's come from, he says in his little alley voice.
Oh, that's so cute. I'm going to follow him.
If an owl could sigh, he would. Like, that's what he does. Like, all of the feathers make him puff out, and he just slowly
Deflate.
exhales as they all scoot back in.
And just deflates, going to a very thin, elongated plum look as we try to compare more fruits to the fucking owl. It's like a short banana, a plantain.
The plantain.
Baby carrot.
He can't get shorter. He really can't get shorter. Anyhow, so the direction is by default chosen. The most likely area is through that throne room with the big badass,
Oh,
a
Jesus.
few other people, and down to, by the way, when you were running, before you came back, Julian happened to mention, in passing, you didn't even realize it till just now, the torture chamber to the south.
Oh, shit. I should probably pay more attention to him.
Well, he needs attention. And hugs.
He does.
It's,
He thinks himself important.
so how do you get from where you're at to the torture chamber to release somebody who's being tortured in many unknown ways?
without dying.
Ah,
We
yeah,
walk.
fine. Go ahead and just fine tune that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Or joining him.
Uh,
Well, it'll be a sad, sad day if Archimedes gets here.
Okay. Let's go up to the door, but not be seen. I'll create a distraction,
Ooh,
and you guys can go untie your friend.
I love this
What do you-
idea.
okay,
gonna
I'm on board so far.
Okay. So let's go over
You know
there.
what? You know what? I'm not even going to ask anything else because that sounds like a plan, and we are not good at plans. So we'll just stick with what you've said so far.
Yeah, we're gonna do this.
All right.
By the way,
Come on.
let's do this before you do that. Everybody, including John, roll initiative. Chris, roll for your bird. I'll roll for the bad guys.
19.
And that's what we'll just do for the rest of this game session. Andrea, what was that?
19.
Ooh,
I
Eric,
actually got a 20.
John,
Hold on, I gotta see what Archimedes X is. Oh, hey!
louder, John.
Wow. we're
Louder, John?
Same initiative.
22 for mine.
Very good. And Chris?
18.
Really? God damn you. fuckers.
Yeah.
So,
Ar-
okay, Baldereth,
Archimedes and I share a lot of things, one of them being initiative.
Ballsy. Yeah, we're just going with whatever it was anyway. Murph. And
It
then.
was 20.
Yeah, Murph got 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And-
Adjusted 20.
Yes. Okay, so if I got this right, Ballsy's got 22, Murph got 20, Lolly got 19, and Archimedes / Julian has an 18. And the bad guys, if you happen to run across any, what are the odds? Rolled a 2. So,
Well, there we go.
they're going right before everybody else goes next time. Okay, Andrea, go big, go crazy, give me a distraction. You step into the hall,
Okay,
turn towards the throne room, and
I am using my fireworks stuff.
pyrotechnics.
I forgot what it's called. Yes, that. And I don't know how many actions I can do. I'm gonna do that.
Will allow you to move.
So to distract
them.
Hmm.
So you're blasting fireworks into the room. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, over into so that they'll run away from where they're torturing him. Does that make sense? Like over in the other corner.
Like straight towards you. Oh,
So
yeah.
they're like over there.
Well, your pyrotechnics, just so you know, will distract them, blind them, etc.
Hmm.
As opposed to scare them away.
Well, I want them to be like, "Ooh, what's that?" and like look towards that.
Okay. Okay, so Andrea steps forward into the hall and says, "Hey, butt uglies!" Or, you know, Andrea's equivalent. And then launches her magical attack 3 inches from the side of each person's face, causing an explosion of fireworks that they turn towards, hopefully blinding them.
But they're pretty.
They are dazzling, baby. You've done a great job. This
They're
thing.
blinded by my beauty. Damn it.
But you don't use magic. It's science. So they're technically, she blinded them with science.
I did.
Blinding you with science.
I'm sciencey.
She is. She's science.
Okay, guys, go save your friend. Get the balls off.
And she shoves Murph forward. Go get him!
All right. I am able to move at full speed in stealth when traveling alone.
Wow. That must be lonely.
Yeah, that's one of my abilities in my chosen terrain.
What'd you say, Chris?
Archimedes is gonna go with him. Is gonna fly through the room too.
Very good. It's but that doesn't necessarily interfere
Come
with
back, little squishy.
what you're doing. And Lolly is running along, not in good, strong running strides, but wide-legged and arms flapping as she tries to get the pretty thing in front of her. Now, we'll pause with that
So it doesn't get hurt.
and go back over here to Ballsy, who had just rolled a very good roll for performance. He
All right.
sings like the
So-
most beautiful opera singer ever being tortured. It is incredible. He is giving them
Indeed.
what they want, but not so much that he seems like he's not in control. It's amazing. Instinctively, this demon spawn opportunist suck up is feeding their ego without making himself feel bad. It is an incredible. Yes, John?
Well, I mean, no, I mean, continue with that part.
Oh, no. Go ahead and jump in at this point. Anything you need to add.
Well, I am going to look over at the brazier that with the hot pokers and stuff, and with that performance, anything but that, sir. Not that.
Oh,
Not fire.
look, he's going all Brer Rabbit on him. Which apparently is a very offensive movie, by the way. Nobody ever watched it. It's a horrible movie about, Anyhow.
Song of the South.
Yeah.
No, it has an allergy.
Now, my motive for that is because I resist fire, and that would be the. If I'm going to get tortured,
Right.
that'll hurt me the
So
least.
define resistance to fire.
I take 5 less damage from it.
Very good. Because they've already been using it. I started to mention that they were doing a scarification technique
Right.
as they ran these very thin, hot pokers down along your shoulder. And
But
then,
with the performance, I'm going along with it like it's really
Right.
hurting me a lot. I'll actually use thaumaturgy to roll my eyes back and turn them white.
here's
as
what
they're
I'm going to
doing.
say is using thaumaturgy, what kind of components does that one have?
It's verbal. It's only verbal.
Only verbal. I need a
Correct.
concentration roll for that because you're being tortured.
Okay.
But he usually pays extra for that.
No, I don't. It's yeah. Well, 18. Yeah, that's a 16. 17.
17. Really nicely done. Because you know what? When you're having your skin peeled away from the bone of your fingers and your nails pulled out and people running hot irons, it's distracting. That's all I'm saying. It's just distracting.
A little bit.
But your eyes shine white. You even add a little flare to them. A literal flare of sparks, of a little flames shooting out. And you make the skin bubble up and pull, knocking the trail of the poker around slightly to make a penis shape, and then realize that's a bad idea. And you end with it only half done unless you really want to finish scarification of a big cock and balls on your shoulder.
Looks more like a goose now.
There we go. It looks like a goose.
Honk, honk, motherfucker. It'll break your leg.
Okay,
Oh my god.
so we still have. Give me a Constitution roll at this point in time, and if you succeed this, you will still be able to do your sleight of hand. Otherwise, you're passing out.
20, I think. Hold on. +1, yeah, 20.
Really, 20.
I rolled 19, so +1.
You may have a hard on. It's hard to tell at this point in time, but you're not passing out.
Could be whatever I put in my pants from Lolly. I don't know.
Could be.
That's where my vibrator went.
It's working.
She stores it in her
Keep it
diaphragm,
up.
apparently.
It's keeping me up.
Yes, it is.
Oh, wait. All
And we'll
right.
come back to that final roll there in just a moment here. So,
That's good.
flashes of lights,
Right.
pops and sparks and lights dance across the room. The coal iron turn to look at it, and you guys fucking dart across the room. Murph, having the idea as he goes of grabbing that table and shoving it off of the grating towards the other grating. Why don't you give me a roll there, Murph?
Roll to 13. What am I rolling for?
I don't know. What do you got that would improvised weapon sort of thing? Improvised, cool, fucking do some shit thing. Performance. I don't fucking care.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics,
Athletic.
fine.
Acrobatics would be a +1, and with the dex on top of that's just the dex. So 14.
Really? Do you have anything else you can scam from me? Basically, what I'm looking at doing, I'm putting
Oh,
words in your...
athletics. Athletics strength base. So that's actually going to be a 16.
There we go. You grab that table as you're running by it, shoving it with both hands towards the other grate, trying to pop those pittons out that Ballsy put in it. You're hoping to create an extra distraction by releasing the Krakens. They're not really Krakens, but it's all you can get in your panicked brain right now. And you burst through the room, rolling a 16 for that. You don't stop and look and see if it worked. You keep moving. You're in the hallway to the south. The statues, by the way, undistracted by the sparks, are coming towards you guys. You're pretty sure you could definitely take at least one out if you had 20 minutes, a wheelbarrow, and a Holocaust cloak, and you have none of those things.
I'm pretty sure I have a Holocaust cloak.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's back with friggin' Chris. Or it's
Back in the
with
poorhouse?
Cav.
Back in the box, okay.
Why did I have it listed on my inventory? Shit.
It's in the mining cart sitting behind Julian.
There we go. Julian's got it wrapped around his shoulders because it's a bit chilly in the caves. Really, it is.
Right. Yeah, it looks so fashionable on him.
That's right. It's you guys run down that hall. That steel bars have been closed. You're not sure if they're locked, but you see them. Now there is one bar missing where it fell out from the rust, and the rest are heavily rusted, but it's a barred opening. So give me your declaration of intent, and then we're going back. Go ahead.
Aim for the bar that looks the most rusted, and try to leverage that son of a bitch out at a full friggin' tilt. Just friggin'
shoot it into the room.
Old school. Yep, old school this shit. Friggin' bust the door open.
Very good. Let's do this.
Archimedes is going to fly through the bars and up near the ceiling to do a circle around so that he can, like, dive bomb the faces of the coal iron Rocairn
Assist
to
them
distract
wherever
that.
he can.
What?
Assist them wherever he can.
Yes.
Leaving his options open with the plan of getting in the way without dying.
Right.
There we go. So, we're gonna start with Ballsy here. We're not gonna let him do anything, but we're gonna start with him. You hear noises. You hear popping noises, and your brain puts it together that there's noises in the other room because you're really trying to hold your shit together. But yeah, it's something that doesn't belong there, and it feels important. Well, important's kind of hard to put on your list of priorities right now because you're being tortured and trying to look cool while doing it. Murph, you hit those bars. Give me a strength roll or athletics roll. Athletics. Give me an athletics as you hit those bars.
21.
21. You pop that bar out and it goes flying in, and you swear there's light in the room. You remember those white glowing balls that were so dim along the walls before?
Yes.
This is where you guys just realize this whole fucking place is lit up now. There's recessed things at the top of the ceiling where it meets the wall with apparently those balls in it that weren't working before. It's fucking lit up now. Like
That's
LED
what I can
level.
see.
Yeah.
Shit.
LED level. You pop that bar, it flies into the room, and we're just going to give a random roll here. No joke, rolled a random 20. Natural 20.
Right.
That
Well, fuck
bar
you too.
embeds itself, jutting point first, barbed point first, into the neck.
Right in Ballsy's throats. No.
He won't suffer.
No.
No, into the neck of one of the creatures who staggers sideways, holding it. And, Lolly,
Well, rule of cool, right?
you see Murph pushing on these bars. They're starting to bend in front of him, and you realize, oh, it opens outward, and it's not locked.
So then I just push it outward.
No, you got to pull it outward, but you have a big guy pushing on it.
Hey, school for the gifted, okay?
Oh, so I push him aside and then.
So, it's a nerve pinch because, well, actually, it's not so much a nerve pinch. I'll tell you in a moment. Murph, you're just, you're pushing on it. You slid the bar. You're happy about that. You're terrified. You maybe peed a little. And then you feel a finger in your ribs. And it's at like, ow, that hurts. Ow, that tickles. And you jump a foot to the left. And you see the hand of Lolly. The hand of Lolly reaches in front of you.
The hand of Lolly.
And pulls.
Oh.
So, you
Well then,
assist.
why didn't you say something?
The bird has already shot past the two of you. Now, Ballsy, you see figures much taller than these. They're blurred forms with all the shit you've been doing with your eyes. And, torture. But you're pretty sure they're familiar silhouettes coming into the room. You want to make your last sleight of hand roll?
Or slide of remove, get my fingers off the board. Slide of hands.
You're
plus
going to use the
7.
hand without the sliced open 3 fingers?
Yeah, I'd like to.
At least it's not slide of toes. Oh.
So 15 plus 7, 22.
When I grow up, I want to be John's dice. Oh my God. It's
I have plus 7 for that.
Hey John, can you roll for the success of my next book, please? Can you just do that real quick?
19.
Really, with a +2 for the effort I put in.
21.
Hopefully it should be successful. Okay, I'll let you know next month. By Christmas, we should know. God, let that be true. Okay, so the door swings outward and open. Lolly and Murph rush in. As the second Coal Iron Rocairn looks towards the opening door, Ballsy fingers the hot, thin, long.
Phrasing, sir.
Yeah, I just heard it. I just heard it.
I wanted to stop you earlier.
Don't worry.
But
The next word is poker, so that should help this.
Oh.
does it?
The red
Really?
hot poker, and jams it and runs it along the leather strap holding down his arm, popping his wrist out, and then dropping it to the length of his finger so it's longer to do it to the next one. We're going to leave him there. John, jump on that if you have something else to add, but you're freeing yourself with that arm at least. As these two rush in, there are 5 skeletons and 1 badass Coal Iron Rocairn. Let's start at the top. What's that, John?
He says, I believe you were told to run.
Oh, wow, look at sarcasm come in right at the perfect moment.
You may want to.
Ballsy, we're starting with you, buddy. You've freed your wrist. You're looking to free your upper arm. You want to continue with that, or do you have something you want to do instead?
Yeah, I would like to. Probably not going to get out of here this turn. I will. How close is Master Murph to the Dugar?
Can we call him Coal Iron Rocairns? Just keep consistent. He is 8 feet.
Oh, Iron Rocairn. How close is
8
he?
feet.
8 feet. That's not going to help. All right, I will continue to get free then.
Okay. Any creative way you want to do that? You want to come up with something cool or amazing?
Well, I will take the hot poker and actually run it up that, and then push it up to burn it through the things.
Okay, so just cut in the first couple centimeters, and then just strength to tear the leather. The rest. It is old and aged leather. It's not like it's been fucking oiled and taken care of for the past 600 years or 150 years. Nobody remembers. It's hard to say.
Too much for my plan.
Murph, you're
Out of here.
next.
Mm-hmm.
5 skeletons. They're looking subservient, confused.
How the one that's got the bar shoved through his neck? Is it kind of vertical? Is it horizontal? Has he fallen to the ground yet?
He is stumbling backwards, clutching it, tripping over the flagstones that are
Perfect.
shutting up. Or you could do
Because
the
I'm going to
one.
grab that
Uh-huh.
I'm just going to grab it like this and pull it back and try to shove it into the next one coming through the door.
There's not another one coming through the door. There's 2 in the room.
Oh, then I'll shove it into the next closest one.
Very good. Let's do something
Because
cool.
if I can stick them together, then they become each other's problem.
Very-
Kebab.
Kebabs.
Oh, so let me get this straight. You're grabbing it with one hand and the first guy's head that it's already stuck in and moving them as a group to the next one. Okay.
Correct.
Got it. That's what I thought you meant. Okay. Roll some shit. I want to give you a penalty because this is some fucked up shit. Let's do a disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh, but wait. Oh, I can't. Can I do my limericks?
No, no. You'll get your thing next, though.
I still rolled a 15 as my low dice.
With all the
with a-
bonuses? Attack
I
bonus.
rolled a 15.
Give me the attack bonus.
That would be a 19
So
to hit.
he grabs the guy by his greasy, scruffy hair, grabbing the bar.
I grabbed the stick.
Yeah. And then jams him sideways. Roll damage, spear damage. I think D6 plus 1 or some shit like that. Plus strength.
It's a 5 plus 1 plus my 3, so 9.
You jam it into the other guy's upper arm, making him stumble sideways. And what you roll total? 16 plus, or 15 plus 19 total, right?
19 total to hit.
We're gonna make it cool.
9
You're-
9 to friggin' damage, but now they're each other's problem.
Right,
But
and
I've got a hold of the stick.
You're pretty sure it jammed into the bone. And
Oh,
it's gonna
yes.
take a little extra effort to pull that shit free. Now, Julian, Archimedes. I'm gonna you're assisting whatever Lolly does here. So I want you to get crazy, I want you to get creative. Lolly, the fuck you doing? There's 5 skeletons that look, if a skeleton can, confused. Because they look like servants waiting to do some shit to help the other guys. And you have Ballsy in the chair, just ripped one arm free, so there's still 2 arms strapped down, chest, strap over each thigh. What do you want to do?
All right, can I yell a limerick as I'm running over to help unstrap him?
I believe it's a bonus action for you to do that, isn't it?
It is.
Look at them nodding. They know what they're doing. They know what you're doing. Yes, you can.
Okay. As I run over there dramatically and, you know, the way Lolly does, there was a young man up in Utah who constructed a condom of pewter. Hold
A
on.
condom?
Sorry,
Of
I
pewter?
haven't practiced. Fine.
We'll give her a second here.
There was a young man up in Utah who constructed a condom of pewter. He said, "I confess, you feel nothing or less, but it makes you safe as a neuter. Makes you as safe as a neuter."
Condom.
I
We're going
practiced this all week. I still can't do it.
That's right. She's been studying this. She's been running around the house yelling about Utah on condoms. I was freaked out.
And neuter,
And neuter.
neutered, you know.
Okay, I
whatever.
blanked that from my
So,
mind.
okay.
Yes. So the next person who rolls something gets an extra D6 on that roll. Andrea, what else you doing?
Mhm. I am going over to Ballsy to unstrap him.
How you doing it? Are you just like pulling the leather straps? Or are you pulling out a knife and jabbing it into his arm? What are you doing?
Oh, no, I'm just gonna...
Hot poker to his eyes so he gets a adrenaline surge to break him on his own?
No, I'm gonna grab his arm and then pull.
Oh, she pulls his finger. That's what I'm hearing right here.
Let's do it.
I have a start button. I love that. So Lolly rushes over, grabbing the strap in one hand, your arm in the other, pulling up on the strap to break the buckle. Andrea, why don't you give me a athletics roll?
Athletic roll. All right.
Wait. Let me ask you. Do you have acrobatics? Is that better than your athletics?
I think so. Hold on. I already rolled my dice, so...
We'll take that
Her
dice roll.
acrobatics, in
but-
theory, is better than her athletics.
Yeah, so 19?
Is that including all the bonuses from acrobatics?
Yep.
So
Yep.
nimble-fingered Lolly runs over while screaming a limerick, flicks the tongue of the belt strap up, jerks on it, freeing one arm, and then comes back down, her dagger appearing in her hand as she slices the bicep strap and pulls on your arm, popping free your second arm. So you have both arms free, only chest strap and 2 thigh straps left. And
Is his finger still nailed to the thingy? Because
pin.
Archimedes will go over and like pull the nail out one
Perfect.
by one of each finger, like not letting it hurt, but also kind of like letting it hurt.
Tearing the skin just a little bit, and then wrapping his
Right,
claw
a little
around the
piece.
flesh to jam it back on the finger. I'm helping! So, to recap, before we enter the next round, as the 5 skeletons literally click and quaver and clack, unsure what to do because they're used to accepting commands when they had flesh and ears. We have 2 coal iron Rocairns here. One who has a bar through his neck. He's not doing well. He looks a little distracted. Another one with the other end of
Somebody
the bar.
even say shaky.
The other one with the bar embedded in his arm so deep that Murph, who's holding the center of this said bar, is pretty sure it's jammed in the bone. Suddenly I'm trying to remember if there's 1 or 2 bones. There's only 1 bone in the upper arm, 2 in the calf. If it was a calf, it would have been a different story. I would have a jam between them, but we're not there. So, Ballsy is almost free. Just 1 strap across the chest, 2 across the thighs. He is pulling his shit off pretty well. He's got an assistance from a small, fluffy owl and a kick-ass bard who's talking shit the whole time. And somebody gets a +6 on the next roll, probably Ballsy. Did I cover everybody?
Yeah.
I covered everybody, right? We're good for the next round?
Yep.
Ballsy. Your show, baby.
Well, I have a hot poker in my hand.
Yeah, you do.
A little bit.
Holding a hot poker in your hand. Let's be more specific considering you're in a torture chamber.
All right. I do need to dispatch the cold iron Rocairn, so you've made me kind of cross, sir. And I'm going to try to shove that hot poker across the other thing to make a cross through his neck.
Very good.
It was
So
good.
you want the necky one, not the one with it jammed in his arm that was closer to you. Okay. So perhaps a throw roll on this one.
Okay,
You can add a D6.
I will.
Oh, and yeah, the extra D6 from the bard. I love
And I-
bards.
I love that extra D6 because that might help me hit.
What you hit? 27?
That will take it to 18.
18.
with the
18's a good hit. 18's a good hit. Hot poker thrown into the neck, crossing the bar that's in the guy's neck.
And he's next to Murph. So, what does the poker do for damage? D6, D4.
Let's go with a D4 plus a D3 because it's hot and sharp.
All right.
So we're going to do
I'll have
essentially.
plus my
Yeah,
All
go
right.
ahead.
So,
And add dex to the damage instead of strength, please.
no, that I always add dex. I'm a rogue.
Well, I'm just saying
gonna
add
make-
dex.
I'm going to add my sneak attack because he's next to him.
Hold
You
on.
only add your dex if you're proficient with it. Otherwise, it would be strength.
Well, I'm just saying add dex. That's all I'm saying. I don't give a fuck what the rules are. I'm saying add dex.
Can we add a little hat?
Only to the owl.
So, am I getting my sneak attack damage because?
Yeah,
Murph
go
is
ahead.
next? It does 17 points to him.
I just want to
With the
point
sneak-
out to anybody listening, he's level 1.
I'm level 2.
Oh, level 2. Did I? Everybody's level 2?
Yeah, you told us to level up.
Good, good.
level
I'm
two
just
last
making.
week.
I'm sorry. I forgot about that because I
We're
was
level
like,
2? Holy shit.
well, I was thinking it,
I leveled,
like
but I didn't level anything.
as we finished like
Yeah.
a game or two ago. I'm like, I really should have had him level to level 2. I forgot. So yay, yay.
No. I didn't care. All right, rock on.
You didn't hit where you wanted to. You didn't get the injury you wanted, but you got the injury you needed. As that
It's okay.
gently glowing piece of very thin metal flies across the room, entering the larynx and scraping along the man's spine on the back of his neck. And his head tilts sideways, and he starts to twitch. Like he's a cool white guy who's drunk on the dance floor. That's not actually cool. Yeah, he's just like me on the dance floor. It looks like he's being electrocuted as he drops to the ground, and the guy connected to him via a 3-inch rod of rusted iron, since it embedded in the bone, is jerked to the ground next to him. Hey Murph, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm. Well, I've got these two guys right here. The one guy just dropped, right?
Right, and the other guy is following him. The thing is being jerked down, so you don't have to let go or anything. You still got a grip, but now you're bent at a 45-degree angle to keep that grip.
Well, in that case, friggin', I may as well just friggin' put my sword right in front of it as he's got gravity on my side, and then just kind of shove straight forward.
Why don't we get an acrobatics roll?
Okay,
Is that fair?
I'm cool. I'm cool with an
Let's do
acrobatics
an
roll.
acrobatics roll as you pull that sword out, drop it, hilt against the ground. Go ahead.
Well, it was a 16 plus 4, so that's a 20, sir.
Very good. Hilt against the ground, and just let gravity do the rest. Yeah.
Then
Give me some damage.
You do that thing like at the beginning of the Serenity movie where you go and like drop to one knee with the sword at the back and he just falls right down on the sword.
that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Right.
That is 7 points of damage.
Very good. Well done. He slides onto the sword. And he joins in that amazing dance his friend is doing. As it enters in just under the armpit, sliding between the topmost and the second rib into probably a lung. It's not a killing blow, but man, he's got to be distracted right now.
Well, it's not that it's a killing blow, but how's he going to stand up?
Carefully.
Carefully, yeah. Going with carefully.
Yeah, with
Okay, so
very, 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 very difficultly.
hey, Lolly. Like, Ballsy
Yes.
totally quit playing along with the let him escape plan and decided to do some other shit. So you and a small, furry owl that you really want to learn how to knit just to make him a fucking hat. What do you want to do to free this bastard? Or do you want to do something else? What do you want to do?
Well, I want to free him so we can get the hell out.
Okay. Dagger along
So I'm gonna
multiple
finish-
straps? Or just do the old... You've got 3 straps left.
Yeah, I'm just gonna slash at him. He's not cooperating, so if I nick him, oops.
Great. Why don't you just give me an athletics roll?
$18.
So, Ballsy. The Rocairn leaps onto the chair that you're strapped to, smiles at you, tilts her head, winks, whips out a dagger and stabs you. The dagger slides along your chest, barely cutting you like a paper cut. It's going to be super fucking annoying, especially if somebody has lemon juice. That thing, her hair flicks into your face as she bends over, following through, cutting the leg strap after cutting your chest strap. Your breath rushes back into you because it was fucking tight. They're assholes. And then she flips it in the air between hand to hand and cuts the other thigh thing. And then she grabs you by
Damn,
both
good.
cheeks, dagger still in her hands, and kisses you on the forehead. And then she stands up and does this.
I'll look up.
Julian, doing his action, in the form of a small fuzzy owl named Archimedes, does a flyby of your face, and you swear you fucking hear the mocking tones of ha ha. Chris, anything else to add for that?
Nope.
Excellent. We're going to end this right here. I'm going to do my outro. We're going to pick this up on the next game here. So everybody, you know what you got to do for the closing stuff. I'm going to do my closing stuff. I want to thank everybody, Witch's Door, Weird Win, all the other people who are viewing and watching. Oh my God, you incredible bastards! Thank you for joining for us for this D&D game. We're going to chit-chat with you afterwards, after this game here, so make sure you're dropping your questions and comments. I'm going to call some people out of lurking. Chokatu, it's been a while since Chotaku, sorry, totally fucked up your name. Some new folks, Living Ted, to Ginger, Witch's Door, throw some shit there. I also want to thank you guys for your subscribing, for your hosts, for your follows, for your bits, for your subscriptions here at twitch.tv/Travis Tavern Talk. Don't forget, you can send us emails over at stealingforsurvival@gmail.com. That's STEELING for survival@gmail.com. I also really want to say a thank you to Triple U and Ethan Strauss, who support us every month via subscription on Patreon, which is patreon.com/TravisISivart. And everybody else, such as Berta, Musical Wizardry, and others who have subscribed via our subscription service on PayPal. You guys are fucking incredible. Here's some outro music. We are out of here, and we will talk to you later. Okay, I need to take a pee break.